Everyone has a collection they love to collect. For some, it may be an exciting book or novel series. For others, it may be paint and paintbrushes. But for me, my collection is records, or more specifically, vinyl. Since late May of 2018, I've been collecting vinyl from several of my favorite artists, from the Beatles to Metallica. Now, I would love to show you my entire collection, but to do that in one video would take over 2 hours long, which would become a little boring. So to make it a little more watchable, I split my collection into a series, which meant that the videos would now take less than 1 hour long each. In early August 2025, I went through my entire collection to see how I would split this collection up. I decided that the best way to make these videos more watchable was split them into when I got each of them. In this video, I will be taking a look at all of the albums I got in February 2025. Okay, it's now time to look at the batch of vinyl releases I got in February of 2025. First up, we have Ringo's 1973 solo album, simply titled Ringo. And here it is, with his first all-star cast of musicians. There's the back. 2017 reissue, this one. And we do have the original gatefold too. That's good to see. And we also have this little booklet too, with some drawings and the lyrics to all the songs. And you guessed it, you can tell by the sticker where I purchased this at. And of course, a white polylined inner sleeve, reproduction of the original picture label of Ringo inside a shaped star. And the next release I have here, this was actually a very, very interesting find. This is actually a UK Beatles EP, which, although is common, you don't really find a lot here in the US, let alone these kinds of imports. But I found this decent copy of the Beatles' second UK EP, The Beatles' Hits. And this one does have original flipbacks, Garrett, for Garrett and Lofthouse. And there's the EP disc itself with the push-out centers. This is actually a 1967 reissue, but it's still like pretty cool to have this original Beatles EP. So this has a dash 2N and a dash 1N. So it still uses original marks. This has a 17 GLLL, I think, and the other side has, this one has the number 5, and GLLL it looks like, or is that an M? And purchase codes, or something up here, KT, and KMT. But it's very, very cool that I managed to find this EP at a vintage vinyl too. This is definitely now one of my most prized possessions, this Beatles UK EP. And on top of that, I found another Beatles 20th anniversary picture disc. This time it's The Ballad of John and Yoko, reissued for its 20th anniversary, 1989. There's Orlake. on both sides. This is about John Yoko backed with George's Old Brown Shoe. I mean, these are all, like, interesting finds, whether it's, like, EPs or picture discs. You certainly can't go wrong with them, that's for sure. Unless it's, like, a bad song, which, for me, there's none on here. And this is a half-speed mastered 40th anniversary edition of The Who's 1981 album, Face Dances. Remember, I found the It's Hard album, which I showed in a previous video. There's the Obi strip. But again, like the It's Hard album, it's a double album, but there's no gatefold to it, which is a massive disappointment. But I'm glad I managed to find this anyway. So, vintage vinyl. There's the first disc with the original reproduction of the original inner sleeve. And this one's on blue vinyl. So this is the original 1981 album. Look at this. And we also have some extras. So these are like sort of prints. Don't know what else you'd call them. These were also pretty interesting features. And there's the second disc, titled Face Dances Part 3, and I think that's in reference to a Pete Townsend song called Face Dances Part 2. And this one's on yellow vinyl. Face Dances Part 3. There it is. Outtakes and alternate mixes on side 3 and live tracks on side 4. And finally, in this batch, this is another colored vinyl. This time it's U2's 18 singles on a neon orange vinyl, released in Target, which is where I picked up this copy. And I'm glad they actually put an Obi strip on. There it is, The Who, in like their early days, 1980, I think. Island Records. There it is. It's gatefolded too, which is good to see. And we also have this booklet showing you details of all of the songs, lyrics, and where they were included, highest chart position, etc., etc. So I think you got an idea. But I like how glossy this booklet is too. Very nice to have these semi-gloss finishes. At least I think it's semi-gloss. And there's inner sleeve with a little opening. Nothing on the back, just the Island Records and logo. And this is actually a pretty cool orange vinyl here. So we got picture labels on both sides. Although it's different pictures. One's an actual picture and the other is just the logo. It's sort of like a waxy paper. And here's the second disc. Again, at the same neon orange finish. Well, this looks really, really nice. Colored vinyl. This month was certainly a golden age of colored vinyl for me, and they're all really great finds I found here.